The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Dude, the fuck, man? Where is everybody? It's 8 o'clock, right? I mean, pizza guys are getting late, but like, hey, whatever. We're here. We're on air. So sorry, no free pizza for you, Rex. I know Mike was saying in the text thread today he wasn't prepared, but holy crap, this is like epic. I don't know. Whatever. They'll be here at some point. Your boy Mookie holding it down while I'm on break from class and hoping our boys show up. We got a great show planned for you this week. A lot of planning, a lot of research. Going to hit all the high topics. Yeah. You got anything to add, Smokey? No? Fuck. Well, that's my piece. So good luck.
I have no idea what the hell just happened there. What the shit was that cold opening? Hey, Scott, how's it going, man?
He said high topics. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
And then he's gone. He left the stream. I have no idea what's happening with Mookie. Hey, everybody, it's Craft Brewed Sports. We're here. This is Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how you feeling, man?
I'm all right. That's weird, but other than that, I'm good. How are you?
Trying to figure out what the hell happened to this show.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit confused, but I'll be good. I'll be good. We'll shake it off.
Did you press live? Because I didn't press live.
I did not press live. I never pressed live.
Because Rex said, "Good evening, all pizza dudes. Got 30 seconds to this product. This podcast is free." Great line. I purposely was waiting at that point. I was like, you know what? We're waiting. We are not starting on time now just because of that. The next thing I know, the music's playing and Mookie is giving a cold opening to the show and then disappears. This is ridiculous. Hey, Caesar, how you doing, man?
We're 3-0, surviving in advance. Also, shout out all the Mexicans. Viva Mexico, cabrones. It was 16 de septiembre this past weekend. So, sorry, spoiling it. I'm drinking a Rona for all the beans. Viva los beaners.
That's a hell of an intro.
Viva Mexico, cabrones. Shout out Canelo.
I feel like we need a bean drop, but I don't think I can make that. I'm not allowed to do that. So, Caesar.
Soybean.
Oh, my God.
Oh, thank you for the hat.
Yeah,
hey.
Gabe said sick hat.
Shout out Dosis. It's a coffee shop in Laredo. Support local. If you have coffee shops in Cincinnati that have dope merch, send them my way. I love supporting local.
There we go. Caesar once again angling for his own NIL deal through the show.
Nah, bro. I just love putting love putting people on. I'm like a micro influencer.
A micro.
I just put people on, bro. I'm just a micro influencer
through this show.
Extremely micro.
Yeah, super micro.
Yeah, seriously.
I made it. I was gonna be a terrible
the smallest
joke.
you can go.
Yeah, no. Nah. See, it was low hanging fruit. The penis joke was there, but yeah,
it actually wasn't that low hanging. Listen, we got an awesome show hanging out with everybody tonight. We're gonna talk football. It's pretty much it. But there was a big debate in the crowd.
I would have fucked my beer
this week. Thank you, Caesar.
Yeah, all right. Let's talk beers. We can't start talking about anything else after my man just dropped in with the I want to fuck my beer.
Oh
Chime
yeah,
in the
bro.
comments, let us know what you guys are drinking.
It's would you
mug here. Yeah, it's would you not? Do you want to? That's a different game altogether.
Mexicano de la guerra. Oh, wrong side. De la tierra al sonoro y del cañón. Viva Mexico! Even though I'm a week late.
Scott, what's in your mug? Would you bang it?
I'm finishing up this Sam Adams pack. I've talked about it before. We've lamented it, but it's the last one. It's Sam Adams, Jacko, their pumpkin ale. It's Missionary Mondays with this one. Like, who am I to turn it down, right? Like, I mean, it's still a pumpkin beer, but this is the pumpkin beer I would give someone if they're like, I don't really like pumpkin beer. I'd be like, here, have this one. It's like light as hell on pumpkin flavor, but that's all we got. But I'm also starting a pumpkin journey, so I figured this is the perfect one to kick it off with, the weakest ass one.
Wait, you're going on a journey? So you're gonna start? Is this gonna be the new weekly thing throughout the rest of the?
I think from now until the end of Halloween, we're doing new pumpkin beer. I'm gonna try. And you know that I might have to go through the old classics because I'm not fucking kidding. If I find some pumpkin of any type, it's going down. But I did find one already for next week, so I think I'm gonna try to hit a pumpkin beer week for the next few weeks until we get through Halloween.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
tell
go to
you,
the mountains next week.
Little man had a soccer game on Sunday, and Alex and I brought mom and dad pops in the Yeti, and we packed it with pumpkin for the first one of the year.
Oh, you got lit.
I'm not as excited about this year's brew, man.
What?
I don't know. Maybe it's a bad batch. Maybe it's a bad 4-pack that I got. But it was way too much cinnamon. Like way
Really?
more
Shit
than
just
usual.
sucks.
I was disappointed, dude.
I mean, it can happen. I'll have to find it though. Like, I've peeled back on my pumpkin consumption. It feels like I only end up getting it maybe once, like a season, for the last couple years because I've been trying to get different ones anytime I see one. Now, by the time I look up, it's like, oh shit, the pumpkin season's over. So I'm gonna have to grab some and see.
Also, $15 for a 4-pack, so that also.
bro,
that's
You're
also part of
cock.
That's also part of the reason why I had to peel back on it. As much as I love it, it's a little pricey.
Caesar, you were shook by that pricing.
4 for
$15?
15, bro. That's 2 pizzas. You're smoking dick. I'll get a fucking 6-pack Corona or some shit. It'll do the same fucking job.
Not the same job, but it
Also
it'll
have
do
a quarrel with the fucking Missionary Wednesday. I don't have enough for everything else. What the fuck else am I supposed to do?
Wait, hold up, wait. Record scratch. Stop the music. Say that again?
I have like a qualm or like a quarrel with the Missionary Wednesday.
Right.
If
I
I don't have
said
enough for
Missionary
everything
Monday.
else, oh shit, Missionary
I
Monday.
went for the alliteration there. Plus, Mondays are even more boring.
If I don't have
than
enough for
Wednesday.
everything else, what the fuck else am I gonna do? Also, now you're just gonna make me insecure.
No, I just don't know. When you say you don't have enough for anything else, what? What do you say? What is?
It's not
like,
long enough to do other things.
Oh. Don't start.
Yeah, thanks, dicks.
I didn't hit it. I did
No,
not.
I know.
I swear it wasn't me.
No.
I don't touch the
Mookie
transitions.
is
I'm not-
lingering somewhere in the background
oh god,
playing
that's
with
Mookie.
buttons. I guarantee you, Mookie is playing with buttons. I swear to God, I didn't boo you. On
Yeah,
that
I
one.
never do. 'Cause
I
don't
was
wanna
about
be
to give you
Mookie.
sage advice. Don't start missionary. Switch it up. Start a different.
I'm great at
position.
flicking a bean, though. I will tell you that.
Wow. All
You gotta
right.
compensate
All right.
elsewhere.
Mike, what's in your mug and what did you bang it? Bring that music back up.
Look,
There's
boy, if
been,
you
there's
can't be
been,
great at
there's been
shooting,
way
you
too
could be
much
great.
talk about beans in this episode.
If you're not
There's
if you're
been-
not
there's
great
been a
if
lot
you're not
of-
great at driving into the paint, you could be a good 3-and-D, and that's me. I might not rebound the best.
Let's check the
I don't know what's happening.
I'm a starter.
check the comment.
I'm a starter.
Gabe is drinking no green beer,
no
New
sound.
England IPA, 6% ABV from Sloop Brewing Company. He tagged us in this picture of this can art with the
Yeah.
leprechaun on
So
it.
it was hard.
Oh, so good. Slow and enjoyable bang, just like the Buckeyes are going to feel on Saturday. Go Irish. God, I hope you're right, Gabe. I hope you're right.
Who's
Sarah,
covering
Sarah-
Kyle McCord? Marvin Harrison. Like, genuine question.
What about him?
Like, who's gonna cover him? Because if not, he's gonna have like fucking 200 yards by halftime.
He might. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel good about this. I feel
That's good.
about this game.
I'm glad.
Who's gonna cover him? My guess would be Chapstick.
That's crazy. That's flagrant. That's a flagrant too. Fishing up with the kids at the Cub Scouts. We'll be cracking up open a pumpkin beer when I get home. Which one? We'd like to know. Thank you, Sarah.
Race card.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, you know that was good.
It was good. I was laughing too hard to find the race card. And if I'm being honest, I tried to hit the rat bear horn.
I was gonna say, I feel like I earned a rap bear one for that one. That's pretty good.
Matt with the Guinness Stout
I tried
4.2. Like their
hit-
friend.
Matt Barr is drinking a Crooked Ego Extra Special Bitter from Strange Ways. That's a beer type I can't get into. Bitter, 5.3% ABV. Took the pooch on an adventure to pick up a 4-pack today. Big fan. Rex is drinking a Bat Squatch Hazy IPA from Rogue, a 6.7% ABV. I would definitely would not call back for another date. Would definitely have Sarah fake call me with an emergency to get out of it. Yikes, man. Whitey is drinking a Guinness Stout 4.2. It's a friend and need the support to get through an emergency deployment tonight. Good luck, buddy. Mookie is now back in the comment section. He's going a little heavier tonight than usual.
Afghanistan?
With a 12% ABV. Lawn Skeleton by HD Brewing would absolutely bang it, but also don't see what the outrage is all about. It's a Mookie joke. You know how it is. That bar hit you, Scott, with the Jesus fucking Christ, Scott.
What's that in reference to?
I think that's the chapstick line.
The chapstick
Oh.
comment. I mean, it was right
And-
there.
Caesar, Matt, and Rex pointing out you mentioned the positions and they highlighted your micro influencer.
Yes, sir.
And Gabe said the defense is better than last year. They are. We'll see how much.
I hope you guys win. I want you
I
to
hope so
experience what I
too.
experienced 2 weeks ago.
The Reds are in the middle of a wild card chase, Scott. I don't know if you know that. They're like
I
right
did.
in it. They're a half game back. They're tied right now with Arizona, but based on tiebreakers, they'd be out. So I am putting on the Rally Cap Pilsner from
Nice.
Thunder Brewing.
Oh, we're
It's-
doing rally caps. I'm super down.
It's a good beer. I'd bang it. Is that how you do your Rally Cap?
I don't want to fuck it up. if I'm
Okay,
being
hold
honest. I don't care
Okay.
enough about the Reds to fuck up my hat.
All right, fair enough. That's fine. Okay, because pause for cancel the music. Let us know what you guys are drinking, whether or not you'd bang it. I have seen Caesar do that with we've seen people do that with their Rally Cap the same way you just did when
The shark.
it gets late and they do that move with the Rally Cap where they just fold the hat closed and then put it sideways on the. That's not a Rally Cap.
It's not, but I mean, I'm not gonna fuck up my hat.
The cat flipped out inside out.
It's
only way to
inside out.
go.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Scott. Yes,
There's
it's
only
inside
one
out.
way to do it.
I've seen people. They
I'm
show
just showing
people
moral
on
support.
TV and they've got their
I was
hats
just
that
gonna
way, and I'm
say,
like,
I've
what
seen
is
people
that?
do that too, and I wondered about it. I'm like, when did that trend start, and why do people?
The Little
think
League World
that's a
Series
rally
is the
cap?
first time I saw it.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I guess if somebody told me, oh, okay, I'm just trying to preserve my hat, that's fine, but it's not a rally cap.
Yeah, you can't call that a Rally Cap. That is not a Rally Cap. So if you've ever done that and said you had a Rally Cap on, you did not. But Caesar, I dig it. Thank you for
Yep. Good
half
vibes up.
wrapping
Vibes
it
up.
up for the boys down at Great American Ballpark. Let's talk a little football to start
Wait,
the
like
show
the
off,
mall?
fellas. Scott, there's a lot of different ways that we can go to start off this football segment.
Nick
we're
Chubb
gonna start off-
fucking died.
No. Okay, well,
He
never mind.
fucking died.
So
All right,
I
you-
guess
you-
I guess
You could go, you could,
I
you
guess
could go
he's
somewhere else.
decided which way we're gonna
Bro,
go. Nick
he
Chubb.
fucking died. J.K. Dobbins fucking died. There's been too many fucking deaths on the football field as of like, oh wait, that's crazy. Because actually
That's
what
yeah.
happened last
Pause
year.
on
I
that
was
one.
just gonna
Back
say,
that
Yeah,
one
yeah,
up.
I take that back.
Dude.
Hey,
Rewind. Take those words back.
Like,
whichever one of the
truth
G is
bombs are
listening to
coming
me,
fast
I'm
and
sorry.
hard.
Whichever one of the three is listening to me, I'm sorry. I did not mean that.
Oh my God.
And well, yeah, bro. And fantasy wise, because in my fantasy chat, whenever like our star player gets hurt, we say they died. Because I mean, essentially that's what happened.
Oh yeah.
bro.
It was okay. To your point, though, Caesar, you mentioned you kind of alluded to DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah,
How
I didn't mean
crazy
to.
is
That was
it
a straight
that
accident.
we live in a world where ABC refused to show the replay of Nick Chubb's knee going backwards, but showed DeMar Hamlin literally dying on the field multiple times. Like they just kept going back to, and here's where he falls down, and we're not going to show him getting revived, but this is where he died. That's it. That's the replay. Let's back it up here, and you can see no contact. He just dies, and that's crazy. We'll be back after this break. But then Nick Chubb blows out his knee, and everybody's like, "Nah, we're not going to show."
Bro, that shows at a 90-degree angle.
Can't do that, dude. It was
Limbs aren't supposed to do that.
It was rough.
That shit was
They aren't
crazy.
supposed to do that, especially for the second time. The second time, they're definitely
No,
not
no,
supposed
dude.
to do
This
that.
one was worse than the first one.
I know,
This
but I'm
first
just
one's
that's
doing like
that's
a
what I'm saying.
Thames
Like,
Lambert
the first one was
special.
the first one was bad, and this one was worse. Knees are not supposed to do that. Definitely not twice. Like, holy shit, man.
It's really, I mean, it's tough for Browns fans. Looking at Deshaun Watson and how he played last night, I was like, how the fuck did the Bengals lose to this team? Because they're not good. That offense, without Chubb, that offense is dog shit. That Cleveland
Yeah,
offense
they're in big trouble.
no good at all. And now and here we are, fellas, with all the Browns fans, like, you need to trade for Jonathan Taylor right now. You got to get Jonathan Taylor in here. They're talking about trading for Cam Akers. Like, Browns fans think that they're going to get this big blockbuster trade. Who are you going to give up to get
Amari Cooper?
these guys?
Like who can you give up other than like Amari Cooper, fucking someone on the defense, if even that? Like
You can't.
I
You
don't know.
cannot give up Amari Cooper after what Deshaun Watson just showed. You can't give
Yeah.
up any weapons. Like, Deshaun Watson needs every weapon possible on the.
You got to
outside.
give up draft picks. That's all you can do. Is
But do they have any picks? How'd they get Deshaun?
That's the thing. I don't think they have any because of what they gave away to get Watson. Like the Browns.
well,
cupboard
then
is
you're doubling
bare,
down.
bro.
You're doubling down. You better start hiring some black folks and making sure they get hired. That's how you do that. Better restock the cabinet with draft picks. There's only one way to do it if you trade them all away, folks. Get on it. Time to darken it up in Cleveland, baby. Front office is getting a little too white. We got to make some moves.
Kevin Stefanski does not strike me as the coach that's hiring a bunch of black people. And not because I think he's racist. I think he's just one of those guys that's like, no, I'm down for the cause. But then secretly he's like, black people kind of scare me. Like,
Isn't the GM black?
I was I don't even know who the GM is.
I don't know.
Haslam?
They showed, you
Is
know,
Haslam
like
still
when,
the GM?
when they fucking they
I was
showed,
just sort of thinking
you know, they
about
show
how their
people in the
owner
fucking
their
press
owner's
box,
like-
there's a black guy in there, and well, I know he's not the owner.
got busted for saying some racist shit at one point, didn't he? Like, he's definitely a candidate to not hire
GM
some black
of
folks.
Browns. That's
But
a Google,
again,
Sarah.
Andrew Berry is the GM of the Browns, guys.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Minorities, rise up. Come on now. Let's go.
And my
We're taking
favorite-
over.
If you Google Browns GM, the Google result says Andrew Berry, and the tagline says Andrew Berry is arguably the best general manager the Cleveland Browns have had since their return in 1999. Pretty low bar, fellas. Here.
Yeah, no kidding. Good Jesus.
JB pointing out, if you ask Stefanski, are you down for the cause? You just get a blank stare. He really does. Like, JB's right. Stefanski, like, I'm feeling like nobody on that staff, no minorities on that staff are getting promoted because Stefanski has to keep a black friend around. Like, he's not going to let anybody go because he's got to try to keep up appearances. Caesar, what do you think this means for the Browns, who after week one thought they had the AFC North locked up? Like, it was pretty much a done deal, right? That's what they thought. What do you think now that Chubb's gone? Where do they finish up?
Bro, I don't fucking know because I honestly don't know the strength of their schedule. I only know my off strength of schedule because I love to make up how Mickey Mouse some team Super Bowl runs were last year. But anyways, I honestly don't know how the division's gonna go because the Ravens haven't started off too hot. The Bengals, I don't think Joe Burrow's gonna get ready till like fucking like week 5. Takes him usually around 2-4 weeks to get ready. He missed half a preseason last year and he started off
He
slow.
might be sitting this week, dude. They might rest him this week.
They should rest him this week.
The offense can't get any worse. Like the
Exactly.
offense is horrible right now, so might as well sit them down and give them an extra week to rehab a little bit.
And then who else is it? It's what, Steelers, Ravens, Browns, and Bengals.
Yep.
I don't even know who do the Ravens win that with Lamar and the offense being subpar? I mean, they have to be the favorites, right? Because the Steelers on offense can't do shit.
The Steelers on offense are terrible. Watching that Monday night game last night, that was, first of all, that was one of the most comically awful Monday night games I have seen in a long time. Chubb's injury aside, just the sloppiness of that play. Like at one point, a lineman and a D lineman for Pittsburgh and Cleveland got into a dance battle. They were like, that's how ridiculous this game was. Scott, did you watch any of that Monday night game last night?
Or any of the two,
no.
actually.
I never watch any of these Monday night games if they don't have the Niners. Get fucked. I just wait for the updates. I got better things to do, like sleep, if my team isn't involved. The hell with the Browns being involved in some shit that I'm going to watch.
I can't believe you wouldn't watch Browns, Steelers, or Saints and Panthers. Those are two just
marquee matchups. So nice they decided that they'd do it twice. They're like, not one, but two shit matchups on a Monday night. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not down for either of those games under any circumstances. They could play it in my living room. I'd be like, I'm going to go upstairs. You guys turn off the lights when you're done. I got to go to bed. The alarm's going to go off at 1. You just don't break anything.
Go ahead, Caesar. You had a question.
What exactly do fucking scouts do? Because we talked about the Saints. I predicted back in fucking 2017 that Christopher Olives and Garrett Wilson would be fucking nasty. What the fuck do these 30-year-olds in front offices do differently than what I did at 16? Because I should be a scout. Because I don't miss on rookies. And if you need proof, my fantasy team is nasty.
Oh, there it is. There's the fantasy.
yeah, bro.
Team drop.
Yep. I'm a nasty ass scout. It's crazy, bro.
Gabe pointing out in the comments, and I saw this going around Twitter today. The last 3 Monday Night Football games were DeMar Hamlin, Aaron tearing his Achilles, and now this Chubb injury. And good to know the Bengals play on Monday night next week. Let's go.
No.
All right. So sit Joe Burrow. Put Burrow on the bench. Wrap him. You know what? Don't even have him in the field. Like, he's not even allowed to travel with the team. I don't want this guy getting rolled up on the sidelines where somebody like runs into him and all of a sudden he blows out. They got the Rams.
Oh my! Anyone but Kyron Williams. Anybody but Kyron Williams. And Matt Stafford. Puka, get hurt, please.
No, my father, you got him in my dynasty. Fuck you.
Okay, Puka, don't get hurt.
I was just gonna say
no, Puka, don't get hurt.
He's the only reason I've won the first 2 matchups. Let's not go there.
Rams defense, special teams, get hurt.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, hey, Aaron Donald, you got your ring. You're gonna have to take one for the team, dog. Sorry.
Sean saying they gave us 2 London games for Monday night last night. And it really did feel like it.
Those were very London quality matchups. Well done, sir.
Did you see, speaking of London, did you see what they're doing with the London game coming up here in a couple weeks?
No.
Did we talk about this last week?
Nope.
No, we didn't.
Okay, so you know they've got the Nickelodeon broadcast that they do every once in a while with like the slime cam. They're doing something totally different for this London game and really trying to get those kids hooked on this sport that'll give them CTE. They are doing a Toy Story version of the game. So the game will be live, but it'll be animated on Disney Plus with Toy Story characters. So like the action on the field is being animated live, and you'll be seeing toys play out.
Bro, Formula 1 does this.
How does that work?
Formula 1 does it, but with like cartoon versions of the cars, and they're like meow, meow.
That's basically what they're gonna do. I mean, you got to figure, Scott. They've got like a bunch of animations in the can, right? Like it'll be like.
Well, what do they have if something like Chubb injury happens?
Dies.
Woody's leg is just gonna snap off.
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah, there's a real snake in this boot on that play.
if there's an injury there, it'll be like somebody comes out with like tape and like tapes up the toy, and then they like a little ambulance carries him off. But this is gonna
poor
be
Chuck can't just tape his leg and roll on. Like, let's teach these kids what actually happened. His leg broke off, guys. Broke off. They're talking about maybe having amputee this shit. Like, fucking A, man.
JB saying the NHL did something like this last season. It was awful.
I don't see how it works in real time. Like, I just don't see how it could be good.
That's why I want to see it, because I'm so interested in how you get this animation in real time. Like, I'm assuming there's going to be some type of a delay, right? Like, it's not going to be. You can't have it like 1-to-1, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how would that even work?
Then, okay,
Why does have an answer?
Because the comments are amazing right now. Sean said, "There's CTE in my food." He deserves it. Tyson said, "Your mom's gonna play, and they're gonna call it Thickalodian." Rex says it's Buzz and his arm is falling off. JB said Chubb becomes one of those toys from the evil kids room. Put some respect on Sid's name, JB. Matt Barr said that's where the Green Army men come in, and they're just hut, and the carry guy off. Sarah said Big City Greens has an animated hockey game. It's mixed with characters and animated players. Whitey said Sid comes in and just snaps his legs. And Sean made a similar joke with Sid tearing a leg off a toy. Now I got to see this. Like, I can't wait. I got to watch.
Yeah, I'm legit curious now. Like, all these questions, and like, I'm real curious about the dynamic. I might have to like seek this out just to see what the hell we're looking at.
So fucking pissed if like let's say like Kyron Williams, right, on Monday night, and Mr. Potato Head is like simulating him, and he doesn't score a fucking touchdown. I'm breaking the fucking TV. I could not deal with Mr. fucking Potato Head not scoring a touchdown because he's replicating
it's not
my
Monday
running back.
night. It's the London game, so it's the Jaguars versus the Falcons.
Well, if Mr. Potato doesn't throw fucking touchdowns, I'm breaking my fucking TV. Or Buzz Lightyear doesn't throw enough fucking rockets into space, we're gonna have a problem.
Rex with the proper question. I wonder what the betting will be on it. Yes, now we're getting to Mookie's territory of how can I throw money down on this animation.
Speaking of betting, I am on fire. Cesarneta.com, $10 for picks. I'm just kidding, not yet. I went up this past week like
self-promotion coming soon.
It was a good week. All my fantasies got paid for.
Shit.
Paid for lunch a few times.
Blew it, Caesar, because somebody watching this now is gonna steal that domain name and sit on it, and they're not gonna give it to you.
That's fine. I got multiple names. I got multiple nicknames. We'll figure it out.
Okay, all right. So we've alluded to it, and before we get too far away from it, after Caesar, there was a discussion in the group that took place yesterday, and I gotta get answers. We gotta get to the bottom of this. Caesar, as a fellow fantasy commissioner, you know the game well, obviously deeply involved in it. You take it seriously. In your league, or have you ever been involved in a league?
With the death?
Where? Huh? No.
Okay.
This is a question of, I don't know, some people turned it into a question of integrity, which I never believed that to be. But anyway, have you ever been in a league or made a league where you couldn't bench people? Like, you were forced to start people in your lineup?
You're playing best ball?
And to clarify a little bit, the correct, I guess the better way to ask that, have you ever been in a league where you're not allowed to have an open roster spot, where you can't have an empty spot on your team?
Empty spot in your starting lineup.
An empty
So
spot.
basically,
if you're fucking dumb and forget to start someone, you're fucking dumb.
Well, no, but as a strategy where you say, "Oh, my team defense can get me negative points. I'm going to bench it so that I don't lose any points, because if it ends where it's at, I win. So I'm benching my defense as a strategy." Is that fair or is that foul?
That's innovative. I've never heard of that in my life.
What?
I mean,
Innovative.
I've
Hold
been
on a
doing.
second. Innovative.
I've
Your-
never
your
heard of it. I've
mind
been
is
doing
blown
this.
by the strategy. Like you've
I've
never
just never. But
benched
the thing is,
players?
how dog shit of defense are you fucking picking?
It
The
doesn't
Broncos-
matter. It doesn't matter how dog
doesn't
shit.
matter.
It's just the risk
it's
that
this statistic.
The
yeah, it's-
Broncos defense gave up 35 points on like 500 yards, and they said 0 points.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. There's some times where negative
Yeah, I
points
guess
can come
negative
into
points.
play when you say it's not a team defense. Say it's just a wide receiver and you get negative points for fumbles or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
If you're clearly winning and the only thing that can screw you is getting negative points, you bench the player, right? That's totally within reason, totally fair. Like
yeah.
there's no reason to start that guy. You're
It's because
just now
it kind of
hearing about
becomes
this
like
as
a
a
tricky.
strategy?
It kind of becomes a tricky issue because say you're like the same thing happens with the different position where like someone forgets, like if they don't give a fuck about fantasy and they forget to start like the proper running back or receiver and they just lay a donut because they're hurt and be like, oh, well, it's a part of the strategy. No, it's not. You're just fucking dumb.
no,
Like
this
you
this
should be
is-
picking all positions. Like I've never heard of someone not playing a position because they were so pussy to not start a defense.
whoa.
But
Yo, man, strategy, my friend, strategy.
no,
Like,
it's not
in
anything.
fantasy,
There's nothing wrong
Like
with it.
it once you have determined mathematically that you are going to win unless something negative happens, at that point you bench everybody. Or as a strategy, I don't need to throw these.
I know, I
guys
was just
into this
talking shit.
position.
It's a strategy. Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing against it, then it's all for it.
Yeah,
I-
well, there's people in the group that believe that it's illegal, that it's foul, that they
was-
wouldn't stand for it in their leagues, like in leagues that they play, and you have to start everybody. You only have integrity if you start every single position
Integrity, my
with
fucking
bananas.
cock.
Fucking
I
bananas,
paid,
dude.
I paid my fee. If the commissioner,
You
I've
play
never
within the
heard of-
rules. As
Yeah,
long
I've
as you
never,
cheat, as
I've
long as you
never
don't
heard
cheat.
of anyone not.
As long as you cheat. What a Freudian slip that was, Scott. As long as, hey, listen, you play within the rules. As long as you cheat and you don't get caught. I mean,
It's fair.
Don't cheat.
It's
then
fair.
It's all fair, right?
Get
because
fucked.
You
say
tripped us so bad.
say, I mean, if you've mathematically won, the other team didn't do enough to beat you.
Exactly.
I hate straight up matchups as it is because I'm off for the median. I love the median. I don't have the median because half of my league's fucking pussy. But yeah, you should be doing. I mean, you should have more faith in
Jared
your team
said-
to be
Exactly.
to be complaining about a defense is fucking insane. Your team didn't do good enough. End point.
Jared said he beat a team last year because his defense got negative points, -3 when he was up by 30-ish, and I had a wide receiver go off for like 30 plus. I ended up winning. Here's the thing, though. This was in this scenario. The other team is done. All of their players have played. You have one player left, regardless if it's a defense or a
Right.
kicker or whatever.
Doesn't
You have
matter
one
what it
player
is.
left, and you have the lead. They cannot score anything else. The only thing you can do is either run up the score or somehow lose because it's close enough and you get negative points.
Yeah,
So
bench
you
the
bench
defense. You
everybody.
already won.
Like,
Yes,
you bench anybody
exactly.
that's
Yes.
due up. That's
Yeah,
exactly
I was
the
gonna
right
say,
play.
you don't start them. Like it's
You don't start
playing
them.
to win. It's the
You
only-
play to win the game.
exactly.
Whoever the fuck
Exactly.
said that? You play to win the game.
Whoever the fuck said that?
It looks like
Oh,
an offbeat
Oh.
Herm Edwards.
it is Herm Edwards.
It is
is
Herm
Herm-
Edwards.
Oh,
God
fuck yeah.
damn it.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
no.
Let's go. I
Oh,
remember.
no,
Give me the
no.
fucking.
No, don't you celebrate.
You know who I'm confusing it for? Playoffs. You want to talk about the playoffs?
You're mixing up
Yes.
Herm Edwards and Jim
With
Mora.
Jim Mora.
That's Jim Mora. Isn't that the
Yeah.
coach for UCLA?
No, that was his son, Jim Mora
That's his
Jr.
son.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
fuck, he's a junior. God damn.
Oh
Well, no, I
my
don't know.
God.
He's old as fuck.
Oh my god, dude.
Shout out him though. Shout out all old people. My grandpa helped me out today. Shout out old people.
Shout out all old people.
Blessings in disguise.
Oh my
No, no,
god.
calm down.
I'm questioning all
Oh,
my life
fuck.
decisions right now, guys. I feel old anyways. I started taking a multivitamin and now my piss is neon yellow. It's a weird time right now, fellas. Have you guys ever done that? Have you taken a multivitamin and all of a sudden your piss turns neon? It's weird, guys.
What?
You've never had that happen?
No.
I started a new multivitamin, and apparently it's got a lot of riboflavin, which makes your pee turn like neon yellow. I'm like pissing Oregon Ducks alternate uniforms now. And now I got like
You have way less than championship level piss.
Hey, the championship level.
That is not
FIU.
championship level piss anymore. It's neon.
Tom Herman's like, this is way past a very bad guy. You're
Like I
alien.
think we should get you checked out. Like it's neon. Like I'm concerned. I know it's a game and we want to keep you hydrated, but your piss is weird, man. We're gonna take you in for tests.
Why? I can't believe someone's complaining about a defense. Most common leagues don't even have a defense and kicker anymore. Like that's crazy. Your team just did trash.
Sean
better.
said most fantasy leagues won't allow you to make lineup adjustments
After the week begins. What are you talking about? It's up to kickoff.
It was after the game. I was gonna say
it's up to kickoff.
Yeah, everyone I've played in is up to the game start time. I've never had it lock on Thursday.
Imagine your shit locking on Thursday. That'd be
I
fucking
hate that,
insane.
dude.
I'd throw a riot.
I was gonna say weekly lineup locks are horrible rules.
I can't imagine setting my lineup on Thursday and then Sunday morning.
No, not even Sunday.
Watching
morning.
is everybody being inactive.
Saturday
My
morning.
team is
Oh,
gone.
it's okay. It's okay because on Sunday morning I was told, Amari Cooper won't be playing, so I swapped him out for Zay Jones.
Oh my god, that piece of shit. Hey, not piece of shit.
That
You're on my
motherfucker
team.
got 0.
You're-
And then I'm sitting there this evening and I get the notification: Amari Cooper upgraded to active. I'm like, that's goddamn cocksucking bullshit. Get fucked.
Zay Jones, Zay, as a Texas boy and a member of Osama bin Laden, we got to get better. We got to get better, and we'll do better. I believe in you.
Hey guys, Rex with a great take on this whole situation. He said the strategy is fine in his opinion. However, if there's a point adjustment, it could fuck you over. And that's a great thing to think about. How often does that happen? Especially if it's a close game like that. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
and that's the thing. There's risk involved. Like it's not 100% like, there could still be an adjustment. You could still lose and it'd be like, you would have got the points or whatever. That's fine. I personally have taken that gamble and lost because I'm like, I won't need such and such. I'll just bench him. And next thing you know, I'm Jared's opponent. And it's like, oh shit. This guy who I didn't think was going to score 40 or 50 points had the night of his life. And I benched a guy and I would have won.
Zach Moss.
Fuck me. Like
scored
started
fucking
Zach
a billion
Moss.
points.
I started him this week.
Matt Barr said, here's a fun fantasy rule. If you start a
Oh,
guy
the
that
most
gets
points.
0 points, you have to do an ice and send it to your league mates.
No thanks.
We're looking into having
good.
the lowest.
We'll start
Scott,
that rule
Nick-
next year.
Name all the black hockey players.
Zay Jones, Nick Chubb. Who
We're
else?
not
is
naming
black?
deaths and donuts. That shit pissed me the fuck off because I was like, Cam Makers should fucking play. 2 minutes before kickoff,
Oh yeah,
Makers and a healthy scratch.
healthy scratch.
Scratch my
yeah.
fucking
That-
balls,
that's-
bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, that screwed me too. Good times. Good fucking times.
Guys, who gets more upset about like house rules and league rules? Is it fantasy football players or is it beer pong players? Because I have
fantasy.
seen
It's
damn
not
near
even close.
fist
Fantasy.
fights
Yeah.
over house rules in beer pong. You're saying hands down it's fantasy? Not
Oh
even a
yeah,
question.
dude. It's like the Cuban Missile Crisis discussing the fucking like if we're gonna include like a league median or not. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
fucking
I was
George
gonna
Bush
say, we
talking
had-
about terrorism. It's crazy.
We had a league meeting to figure out the rules, the scoring, everything. And then we set it up, get through the draft, and motherfuckers were still like, this is fucked. This is stupid. And it's
Yeah.
like, we
It's
had a
the
meeting about this a
political
month ago, and
position.
y'all agreed this. Like, dude, it's wild. It gets intense.
I
feel like
did
I
hear
can
about
run
your
for
league,
office.
Scott, and how you guys have like individual
yeah.
defensive players now.
It's absurd. It's absurd. 25 rounds. We start
What?
we start everybody on the squad. We got 5 wide receiver, tight end / running back positions. Like it is bananas, dude.
You have O-line or what the fuck?
No, but we might as well. Like we start everybody in the league. I went and looked at waivers today. I was like, there's not a goddamn soul on here. Like, everybody on here didn't play Sunday. That's it. The only people available are guys who are on practice squads.
And yet, whoever had Chubb on their team is quitting the league.
He's
Oh, no,
fucked.
we know who
Just-
he's picking up
Totally
on
done.
tomorrow.
Yeah, he's fucked. Like it's like in some leagues they'd be like, oh, all right, I put in a waiver claim for Ford and maybe get him. It's like in our league, nah, Ford's owned by somebody else, most likely.
Tyson pointing out that doesn't even sound like fun, and it doesn't. It sounds like a full-time job, and it sounds terrible. Fantasy
Well, no,
football
it's actually
already-
the easiest. It's funny enough, it's the easiest fantasy team I've ever done. I set my lineup and I'm like, what am I change this week? Nothing. Okay, cool. I go back and look and see the score, and I'm like, cool. What can I adjust? Nothing.
Nothing.
All right, we'll see what happens again on Sunday. Like, there's nothing to do. It's the team. I set it and forget it. There's no adjusting. There's nobody on my bench. There's nobody to pick up. When these buys happen, it's gonna be sitting there in empty slots.
That sounds like how I handle all fantasy football leagues I'm in.
It's actually very hands off once you start to like think about how much I'm doing nothing. And I was like, some people were like, hey, let's talk about trades. I'm like, I don't know trade value in this fucking dynasty league. What's the value of any of these guys? I have no clue.
By the way, Rex and Sarah on my side saying beer pong players take the rules way more serious than fantasy football. Dude, beer pong, the arguments over house rules that was always my favorite in college. When you would go to a different house and all of a sudden there were all kinds of bullshit rules that they would come up with that you had to abide by, and damn near fights would break out every time. It was the best, man. I've never seen, I guess I have seen people throw fists over fantasy football. Never mind. Bad comparison. Yes, people fight over fantasy football too. Fuck it. Everything's stupid. Everybody should just chill out, relax, have a good time. Did you guys see this Barry Sanders statue that got unveiled? Did you see
be
this?
the craziest one I've ever seen in my
where
life.
He's making the cut.
And
Dude.
Nowitzki's is up there.
But
Like Barry Sanders might be better.
Barry Sanders' statue
This
is
is
one
like
of
the
the
greatest
greatest
statues
statues I have.
Wait, it looks like he's shitting
Ever
his
seen.
pants.
Yeah, but the funny part is
Ah!
when he did this
Like
move,
the
he was
Grinch?
making somebody else shit his pants.
Yeah.
That's what makes this fucking statue so amazing. Is it looks like he's shitting his pants, but no, just the opposite was happening to the guy in front of him.
I don't
What
even
brand
know
are
how
shoes? They're
you
not even
do
Nike.
this with a statue. So if you haven't seen it,
Yeah,
it's
this
Barry
is impressive.
Sanders making a classic Barry Sanders cut, and it's like the statue is on a toe. It's being held up by a toe. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, the
This-
physics of this are like mind-boggling.
The level of detail in this is insane. It is by far my favorite statue I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, really, this is between this and like the Jordan, jump man in front of the United Center. Like,
I like the
mean,
Shaq one. The Shaq
just-
one is cool.
yeah, the Shaq one is pretty cool too with the
the
backboard.
Dirk one's fire
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, like I mean, there's a but I mean, this is top 5 of all time. Like, I love this statue. This is great.
I just don't like he looks like the Grinch. Like when the Grinch is like, ooh, 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 ooh. It just looks like he's doing that. Other
Well,
than that, it's
outside
hard.
of that, I guess.
It's hard.
I
Ooh.
didn't think Grinch when I saw this.
Hey, now, motherfucker, you see it, and that's called
No,
influence.
I still don't see Grinch, but I like the sound effects. Matt Barr wants to know Barry Sanders or Ed Reed's Hall of Fame bust.
Ed Reed's Hall of Fame bust is pretty solid too. Like,
I
that's
only know
another one.
bust,
Like
but
those,
it's
because those busts are
loud.
usually kind of like iffy, but Ed Reed's was amazing.
Caesar, have you seen
Oh,
the Ed Reed
hey.
Hall of Fame bust?
You know who I hope makes the Hall of Fame, so they have to do a Hall of Fame bust? Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, bro, what the fuck? They take a picture of this shit? God damn. That
Oh,
looks
Marvin
crazy.
Harrison. You want to talk about? I know we talked about the guy at the EA trying to digitally create a Marvin Harrison Jr., but imagine the statue of the bus creator for Marvin Harrison Jr. He's like, oh, come on,
See,
man.
Ed Reed.
but
Ed Reed.
There's only so much metal. There's only so much surface space. It's all lips. The fuck I'm supposed to do with this?
We can't do this 2 weeks in a row, Scott. We can't do another Marvin Harrison Jr.'s lips show. Okay, it can't happen.
Ed Reed's bust is what I thought like Jesus originally looked like. Bro, you're gonna tell a fucking 12-year-old that a person from Mesopotamia isn't brown.
Oh my god.
I thought he was brown.
Oh,
I still do think he is. Jesus.
All right.
Just clarifying, Jesus.
So we've got all right. So there's some. Sean mentioned Ronaldo statue. That bust is
That bust,
classic.
yeah.
They made a new one. There's a whole 30 for 30 short on it. It's
Yes,
great.
they make a new one. Tyson said the Rocky statue is good. He's a fictional character. Whitey pointing out the RoboCop statue in Detroit.
What the fuck?
Detroit. That's classic. That is classic.
It's so Detroit to have a RoboCop.
Bro, they should have a statue of Little Caesar. It's the best thing they've ever done. Why is there a statue of this? What the fuck?
Did you just say Little Caesars is the best thing that Detroit's ever done?
That's not even
Yeah.
Detroit style pizza.
No,
I mean,
it's Little
they make
Caesar. Bro, Little Caesar's gotten me out of the mud.
It's gotten us all out of the mud before.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't care what I love Detroit style pizza.
I used
but
to
it's not, it's not more
survive.
impactful. It's not more impactful than Little Caesar's pizza.
We used to call them $5 hollers.
Yep. Yep.
JB shutting this down, giving correct info here. There is no statue of RoboCop. They tried to crowdfund it.
Okay.
got shut
Okay.
down.
Let us spread misinformation.
Let us
I'm
know.
No one said we were accurate.
I still don't know how you could say Little Caesars is the best thing to come out of Detroit, Caesar.
What's
I don't-
better? Maybe Eminem?
Yes.
Yes.
It's up there.
Without a doubt.
It's up there. Eminem, Little Caesars, Detroit style. The fucking hot dogs that came out on the Travel Channel.
That's
Maybe the
That-
fucking Bad
wait,
Boys movie.
It's funny. That is funny. Ranking the things that Detroit has given the world: Eminem, Little Caesars, just Detroit style pizza in its name. They're like, look, we suck so bad. We better come up with something that we can name ourselves.
Nah, Gabe said Ford. Fuck Ford. He started the fucking 5 to 8 hour work week. Fuck that guy. He dropped down in my rankings. That's crazy. Fuck the car.
He also had Nazi ties, but that's another story.
Not just that. Not just that. It is because of that sack of shit that we don't have a more walkable country. Because cars became a fucking trend. And it was like, oh, let me drive. No, motherfucker. We should have built train tracks. I could go on and on and on. Pisses me off. Fuck Ford.
Motown? How about Motown?
Oh, you know that's up
Motown,
there too.
yeah,
That's
there
up
you
there. It's
go.
not better than Little Caesars, but it's up there.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold the fuck on. Motown is better than Little Caesars.
No, it's bro. If
No,
it
let's
wasn't for
let's
Little
not blast.
Caesars-
Let's not blaspheme. Come on. Give it up. Motown is historic. Little Caesars is fine.
Not fine. Historic. We got a bowl game. Does Motown have a bowl game?
Anybody with $50 can get a bowl game. We looked into getting a bowl game.
We did. Wasn't. I mean, it's out of our
It wasn't,
reach, but it's not
it
terrible.
wasn't as expensive as we thought. But
Wait, if
yeah,
I won the
effectively,
lottery, can I sponsor a bowl game?
Yes, you absolutely
Yes, all you
could.
have to do is like
Oh
fill
my
out an
God.
application and pay.
Imagine
That's it.
the dog bowl or
The
like the
dog
fucking suck a dick bowl.
The sucking dick.
Like,
bowl.
bro. And then the MVP trophy is just like a giant chode. Oh my God. Or like the dog, your MVP trophy for the dog bowl is a fucking dog. No Michael
Bowl?
Vick, but like
It's
a real
dog.
dog.
Bowl. You win a dog bowl, like it's a legit dog bowl.
Oh,
You get it.
a dog and a dog bowl. You get like a schnauzer or some shit.
Okay, we got conflicting reports now, guys, because now Whitey is saying the RoboCop statue exists. They just don't have a place to put it permanently. So there
it's
is
like
a statue.
movie,
It's just not permanently
like
there.
those movie PR.
And then Sean saying Detroit gave the world the Malice at the Palace. Matt Barr, let's go back to his comment. Eminem, Little Caesars, Malice at the Palace, sip, chug, drain, pour. Go. Scott, who you got?
I am going to. This is easy as far as sipping. I'm sipping M&M. I'm gonna chug the Malice in the Palace.
That's
and
fucking crazy.
and I'm drain pouring Little Caesars. Look, and I love Little Caesars, but the Malice in the Palace was next level entertainment. And Eminem, I mean, he's the GOAT. Like, fuck. What am I supposed to do?
That's so
I mean,
hard.
something's got to get drain poured. Sorry.
This might be the
I am
hardest one
going
I've
the
ever been
exact
asked.
same way, Scott, for the exact same reasons. It's close. It's close.
Yeah, it
between
is.
This is the
Caesars
hardest
and
one we've
Malice,
ever
but
gotten. It might be. Since my time on the show, this might be the hardest one.
All right, go for it, Caesar. Sip, chug, drain, pour. M&M, Little Caesars, Malice at the Palace.
I hate what I'm about to do. I hate it
If
so
you
much.
if you even drain pour Little Caesars after that reaction you just had to Scott drain pouring Little Caesars, I'm gonna go to Texas and punch you in the dick.
Dude, it's because I dressed up as Eminem or as B Rabbit for Halloween when I was 4. Like, I can't pour drain Eminem, and I can't pour drain the only fight I've seen happen at a sporting event, like with fans. Like, I can't. I just can't. And I mean, thankfully, as a bean, my mom was very creative with meals, so she fed us even though when times are tough. So I can't believe I have to do it. I really thought about it, and I have to do it. I'm pour draining Little Caesars.
Yep.
See, yeah, I mean, you don't want to. You don't.
I don't want to. This is what I used to feel like when my parents got divorced. Like, I don't want to, but I just have to do it.
That's the point of Sip Chug Drain Pour. It's hard decisions, man.
They're usually easy as fuck. This one was hard as hell. I feel bad.
By the way, Rex wants you to sponsor the King Bowl because it's a real food. And then all the announcers can say, we're here at the fucking bowl, and it has to be played in Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Or like some shitty ass place. Like, you got to play like in Hammond, Indiana or something.
Hold on. Wait a second. Scott, get both drops ready.
Okay, hold on.
Because Caesar mentioned he went as Eminem for Halloween.
For 8 Mile B Rabbit.
God, I see it.
And Matt Barr said Bean Rabbit.
Yep. My mom put
Race card.
what the fuck is that makeup called? The fucking eyeshadow on like my eye to give me the fucking... It was a great costume.
There, Scott.
Yes, I think we hit it at the same time. I don't know what happened.
I didn't touch it.
Oh, I don't know why.
Is Mookie play with buttons again?
I don't know, because seriously, I went to go hit it, and it like skipped or something. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why was there a full start? Like, why did it go? And I'm like, the only other time that's happened is if somebody hit it at the same time. So that's what I assumed.
Mookie, if you're touching the buttons, please stop.
That's why I gave it that long pause before I hit it again.
More NFL news. Xavien Howard. My man. I don't know if Xavien Howard knows this, but you are allowed to pull out. You don't have to go full blast. You don't have to try to knock it out.
I don't know what we're talking about, if I'm being honest.
You can pull out if you want, man. There's plenty of places that you can drop that rather than deposit, make the deposit in the nightly box. This man supposedly has 4 different women pregnant at the same time.
Oh, what a dog. Dog of the week, Xavien Howard. Don't change your identity. Don't pay for any of them. They knew what they were doing. That's my advice.
Dog of the week.
Bro, to convince 4 different people on the same week, I would assume, because I'm assuming that's how trimesters work. I don't know. I'm a fucking guy and I'm 23.
Well, no, I mean, it could be like there's no way. It's not like they're all 9 months pregnant. Like, they're not all about to pop. Like, it could be staggered. I mean, it's just that 4 women are at whatever stage of pregnancy at the same time with the same man's child. Like,
think about, okay, like,
didn't Kareem? No, that's not Kareem. It was Will.
Clearly, he's not like married to any of these. I don't know. Maybe he is married to somebody and it's 3 side chicks. I don't know. I don't know how this man gets down. But think about the amount of money that is going to be coming out of his checks for child support in the coming months. Like, hopefully it is staggered so that he just sees it slowly drop down. Because, goddamn, man, Sean saying he's got an Antonio Cromartie starter pack brewing.
Bro, Phillip Rivers has enough to fill the squad.
Whitey said poor man's twins.
oh shit, dude. Oh man, like, this is absurd. Like, absurd. Because I'd imagine maybe like after the first one, you know, you don't know, and maybe like Caesar said, like, it's like I'd have to imagine that there was at least 2 of them that happened within rapid succession of one another. Like at least 2 of these kids were conceived within like days of each other, right? So imagine banging out one chick, and then within a few days later, you're banging out another chick. You get that call, and it's like, oh shit, all right. But then like
Also,
few days
question.
later, a month later, whatever, you get another call. You're like, oh god damn. Then you get it 3rd and 4th time. Like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? I mean, I'd be like, I guess I'm gonna chop this thing off. Like, this thing's dangerous. Like, I think he's got to get that motherfucker registered.
I like to imagine that this all happened on the same night. Like it was just
That would be awesome. Too.
4 in a row and there was like a 5th one mixed in where he dodged a bullet. Like there was 5 women, one he didn't, and that was the last one. So it's just progressively less and less of a load. So it's like the kids are just gonna get worse and worse as they come out. Like the first one is gonna be like dad's clone, great at football. The next one's gonna be like, well, he needs to try really hard.
Takes more after his mom, but he's okay. He's gonna make it. Like he won't be an athlete, but he'll be a productive member of society.
It's like the movie Multiplicity. That's what I'm envisioning here with Xavien Howard's kids.
The DNA just kind of doesn't quite replicate all the way each time, all the way through. By the 4th one, it's like, well, he loves all his kids the same.
This one here tries really hard.
Yeah, we hope he stays out of jail. Like that's the bar we're gonna set. We're just gonna keep it there.
First one already has a scholarship. Last one, he's going to the
room
van.
for improvement.
He's going to the van in school. Caesar, you had your hand up.
I have a question. Is vasectomy the thingy where you could turn it on and off? Like you get the operation, and then like if you want to go back later, you could just there's like a new operation for like.
Well,
men,
yeah, okay,
apparently.
but you
we could get like the little like
undo your vasectomy. Yeah, I mean like there's surgery to undo it, but it's
Yeah,
not like it's not as simple as like a valve. Like you're not flipping a fucking switch with it.
Oh,
like,
dude, if I'm a multi-million-dollar football player, I'm getting a fucking vasectomy. Now I can let it rip. I don't got to worry about fucking condoms. I just let it rip and go crazy. And bro, there's no kids. And then once I'm done, I settle down. I find the one who doesn't know I'm a professional athlete and make so much money that way she doesn't use me for my money. I go back to the doctor and be like, "Yo, flip the switch. I'm getting ready. Phillip Rivers, watch out.
Phillip Rivers, watch out.
Watch out. We're gonna field the team against you, motherfucker."
Scott Tyson said that Xavien's pull-out game is as weak as
man.
yours is.
Dude, I'm pretty sure there's a
It's
switch
kinda
you can
hurtful.
flip.
Fuck.
Caesar, there's no switch with the vasectomy.
Bro,
it's not
technology
like
and health has gotten a lot better in the past
there's no
5 years.
button that you press. You don't have a remote control that you can turn your vasectomy on and off. Like they cauterize your.
A German carpenter invented a switch that can turn off your sperm.
That's just called sticking your dick in a microwave for a while.
Like an IUD, isn't that kind of what that is too? I don't know, bro.
In other professional
wear a
football
condom.
news, apparently the XFL and the USFL are planning to merge or something. I don't know, Scott. What the fuck are we doing with these other leagues? Like,
I don't
what are we
even.
doing
Yeah,
anymore?
I've gone from like kind of being excited or kind of being a little bit optimistic about any of these leagues working out to just what the fuck are we doing? Like the USFL and XFL are not combining. But like, was anybody watching? I actually got this news from a buddy of mine. He sent me the tech, or he sent me like a screenshot of the headline or whatever. And he said, and the message he sent with us was, "All right, now all 20 of each of the league's fans can watch the same crappy football together." And I'm like, that's absolutely true. Like,
pretty
like
accurate.
that's the thing. Like, these leagues aren't able to sustain themselves. Like, they've gave it their best effort, but I don't know what we're still doing anymore with them. Like, nobody watches them. Nobody knows what's happening with them. Like, I thought they were done until the news came out. I was like, oh
I
shit.
started gambling on them, and it's even worse than gambling on normal NFL. because the fucking Seattle Sea Dragon, Battle Dragons, whatever the fuck their name is, could be up by 12, and the next thing you know, the fucking Battle Horses from Saskatchewan score a fucking 6-point, 2-point conversion, and I lose my bet. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's such a tough swing, bro.
You mentioned Saskatchewan as a joke there, but that was the original thing. Was there was supposed to be an XFL CFL merger. So we've been like seeing these tips from the XFL, like from when they first came back, of like, we're not going to make it. We need help. We need to merge with somebody in order to last. And now it's supposedly going to be the USFL. I won't believe it until I see it, until it's official. Otherwise, I'm just banking on both of these leagues going belly up here within the next 2 years. Like, it's just done.
Yeah, well, because that's the thing. Like, every time they say, oh, hey, like, all right, now we finally got figured out, it's like 2 months into whatever's the new figured it out is, and then you get all the reports that we've always read where it's like, yeah, okay, they're not paying anybody, they're not going to make payroll, then like next week, like the league could fold. Like, no, seriously, if they don't like get a super money loan here, the whole league's going to fold. And then somehow the whole season ends up getting played out. I'll never understand that. Like, they're always close to bankruptcy, but the season will get played out, and then the minute the season's over, it's like, yo, fuck. Somebody, can we get one of those government bailouts? This thing's done. We're done. Somebody buy us, please.
Hey, Rock, you got any more cash lying around? Because we need something else.
Bro, that motherfucker's got enough money to run that shit. He fucking just came out on SmackDown last week. He's fine.
I saw.
Yeah, but even his money, like, I mean, he was.
And that tequila sells like a motherfucker. Trash, but it sells like crazy.
He's part owner of the XFL, like, and it's still going to this direction. So like, even he can't save it. Like, it's just, I don't think there's
we need more of to save the XFL. We need more of fans like Caesar, true fans who back their team, who cheer for their team week in and
even though we fucking sucked, but we did it.
Caesar, give me the Brahma Bull call one more time.
We're doing a little calm because it's not in time for season.
That's what you need. That's what you need is a fan like that.
Now it's the Longhorn. We're coming for you. We're coming
now
for you.
Imagine that. Imagine that. 450 strong in the stadium. Just everybody.
Hey, whoa. You got too much dip on your chip. Hey. The city of San Antonio showed out for the Brahmas. San Antonio showed out. We did our job. Everyone else didn't.
Thank you, Mikey V. Rex saying all three should combine and just make a super league. XFL, CFL, and USFL, just the UCXFL.
And the border bowl? Imagine a border bowl.
Oh, that'd be badass.
The winner gets citizenship.
The winner gets citizenship. I'm here for that.
All right, let's switch gears. Let's talk a little college football. Scott, I know you and I were going to go to the same place at the top of the show. We had the same idea, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, this has been buried.
Totally
I can't believe we buried the lead.
We fucking
died. We fucking died.
Hour in and haven't mentioned this, but before we do, Scott, let's take a look at the Wise Guys top 10 because we've got a shake up in the top 10 again. Oh, I love this music.
So hungry. I'm so hungry for pasta every time this goes on.
All right, we got to turn it down a little bit, Joe. All right, here we go. Here's the Wise Guys top 10 for week 4. Shake-ups again, fellas. Number 10, Clemson, back in the top 10 at plus 6,000. Still terrible odds for Clemson. They really don't think they have a chance, but here they are back in the top 10. Number 9, we've got Alabama and Oklahoma at plus 4,000. Bama, even though they look terrible, Tommy Rees and Tyler Buckner showing the world how awful they have always been. Struggling to score more than 17 points against USF.
That wasn't even Tyler Buckner. That was fucking Ty Simpson. Tyler Buckner.
It was Tommy Rees's offense is what it was. Alabama and Oklahoma plus 4,000. Number 8 was Oregon at plus 3,500. I would suspect that number is going to get a little bit higher after this weekend, after they play Colorado. Number 7, LSU and Washington, both at plus 3,000. Crazy that we are to the top 6 and we're still at plus 3,000 range. That's insane. Number 6, Notre Dame and Penn State, both at 1,600. Notre Dame with a huge jump after last week. Last week, Notre Dame was sitting at plus 2,200. So the takedown of North Carolina State puts them up to 1,600, along with Penn State, who everybody calls a fraud. USC still at 1,400. Bet you didn't guess that one was coming. USC has been at 1,400 for the last 6 years, just every time, and they're always at number 5. They're just right there. No respect for the Pac-12. They're just like, maybe if a Pac-12 team gets in, it'll be USC.
The Pac-12 might be the best conference in football this year, which is
crazy.
to
You're
say.
right. And normally I would say you're nuts, but it is crazy. They really might be the best.
And they're gonna
conference.
fucking die too next year.
And they fall. Yeah. Let's get into the top 4 of the Wise Guys, top 10. Here we go. We got to get this music started back up. Oh, perfect timing there. There we go. All right, number 4. We got Florida State. They drop out of the top 3. They're at plus 1,200. At number 3, we have a tie. Texas and Ohio State both sitting at plus 1,000 odds.
No, I don't like this.
You were number 3
This is
last
fucking
week, Caesar.
scary.
You were number 3 last week. You were tied with Florida State last week. Florida
Yeah, I
State's
know,
odds
but
actually
this
went
is
down.
still scary, dude. I'm
There's
not used to being conscious and seeing my team with the fucking 3 next to it.
There's expectations, Caesar.
There
Number
always
2
is.
Michigan at plus 400, and number 1, Georgia. Their odds get a little bit better. They went from plus 245 to plus 230. Scott, what is your take on this week's top 4/5 from the Wise Guys poll?
Getting interesting here. I think my early season prediction about the 4 being there might be taking a little bit of a hit. Alabama with that bullshit Notre Dame crap, really fucking it up. But you know what though? I like this top 4. This top 4 is sexy.
I forget how it feels to have a decent team.
I like these are all teams that I wouldn't hate to watch play. Like, I mean, I don't give a shit about Ohio State or whatever, but it's just like the mix and matching of some combination of these 4.
Especially
I'm all
with the
here
fact,
for it.
With the fact that like Michigan and Ohio State are knock each other out.
Yeah,
Right. They're going to play at the end of the year. So one of those, and actually, let's face it, Ohio State's out after this weekend with Notre Dame beat them.
I would hope
And
so.
that's when it's going to get interesting, boys, because that plus 1,600 that Notre Dame's sitting on right now, that's putting them right up in that top 4.
Who else?
They beat Ohio
It is,
State this week. You're going to have Notre Dame and Texas in the top 4 next week in the Wise Guys poll. Guaranteed. I guarantee it, and I can't.
Does Notre Dame still play USC?
They do. They still have
that's
USC.
fucking scary.
They've got a tough schedule. It's a tough.
Good job. They're not playing fucking cupcakes. They're not playing fucking Saskatchewan Tech and fucking Tamaulipas State.
I mean, they did have Tennessee State.
That's
That-
fine.
It
You're
happened.
playing USC and or Ohio State might be on a down year, but I mean, you're still playing Ohio State. We played
Ohio
Alabama.
Clemson, which is not anything to brag about this year, and USC, all on the schedule this year.
Yeah, like the Alabama one isn't looking so great after fucking Tyler. Well, I mean, I still think Tommy Reese went to Saban and was like, "Yo, bro, please let me start my boy. He's nasty," and he played and he was nasty at like sucking dick. It was fucking terrible. It looked like watching Zach Wilson last year in Thursday Night Football against the fucking Jaguars. We was throwing shit to the fucking floor. It was so fucking bad. Like Jalen Murrow had to have like slapped someone in the classroom to not play that game because Ty Simpson didn't look that great either. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how bad they looked. But I mean, I hope Notre Dame wins. Y'all deserve some sort of joy.
I sure hope so. Sarah saying not being in the league, ND can't afford to have a cake schedule. That's very true. They have to put their.
I should have scheduled Wyoming. They're
12
gonna be
up
fucking. They're gonna
again.
be ranked by the end of the season. I
Wyoming's
promise.
crazy. That's a
They're
team
good.
you want to play.
They're
JB
good.
said so. OSU had better odds to start the season. Both teams have won every game, but UM passes them. Yeah, they passed them in week 1.
They're
So,
more convincing.
Way
UM's
too
like
early
better.
odds. I got the way too early odds pulled up here. Ohio State was at plus 750. Michigan was plus 1,000. That was at the close of the season last season. The preseason rankings came out. Ohio State was at plus 650. Michigan was plus 800. And then after the first game, Ohio State was at plus 900 and Michigan was at plus 700. So the voters in the Wise Guys poll saw Ohio State and Michigan play one game and realized Michigan was going to be better than Ohio State this year. That's just that. Listen, I don't make it up. I just go by the numbers. That's why I love this poll, because it's literally just who does Vegas think is going to win. Scott, I wanted to play a little game with you here on the show. I want to name a team, and I want to see if you can guess what their odds are right now to win the national championship. Would you like to try to partake in this game?
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't know like the numbers. Like I don't really super understand the whole like betting numbers.
Me either. I just put money on it. And I make it. Sesanated.com. I went plus 300 units this past week.
All right, so Scott, here's what the line means. The numbers that we use for the Wise Guys poll are the U.S. odds, and it's basically the amount that a bettor could win if they wagered $100.
Oh, I
So
know that.
if you bet $100 on Georgia at plus 230.
No. You gotta. Oh no, yeah, my bad. I'm stupid as fuck. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, you bet $100 on Georgia at plus 230, and they win the national championship. You win $230.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what your odds are basically telling you here. So I'm going to throw out a team, and I just want you to try to guess what their odds are based on what you've seen in the top 10. And just to remind you, going back in the top 10, number 10 is Clemson at plus 6,000. They have plus 6,000 odds.
Okay.
What do you think Tennessee's odds are to win the national championship right now?
The same odds as Santa being fucking real. Also, I went to the mountains.
Damn. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to answer that question after that. Like that's a hell of a take.
He's kind of right. It's plus 10,000. Tennessee's odds are
Damn.
plus
Wasn't Tennessee
10,000.
good just last year, the year before? Like,
Yeah, they
What the hell
knocked
happened?
off Alabama. Like they at the beginning or at the end of the season, they were plus 2,200 odds to,
what the fuck
to win.
happened?
They have fallen apart this year, my
They
man.
haven't fallen apart. They just lost to Florida. And the thing is, everyone was talking shit about fucking Tennessee.
They didn't lose.
mean,
to
talking
Florida. They got waxed by Florida.
Everyone was talking shit about Florida because they lost to Utah. Utah's a good team. Their starting quarterback isn't even playing yet. But also, like the same Florida team that you saw in week 1 wasn't the team you saw yesterday. Saturday, Florida's backs were against the walls and they fucking popped off. Like, fair play to them. Tennessee, they need to run the ball to win, and they did it. Joe Milton looked like Joe Milton at fucking Michigan. It was tough. All the pressure, no yards. So they lost. There you go. You
Scott,
saw the game.
I'm going to do this a little bit of an easier way for you. I'm going to
Okay.
give you 2 teams. You tell me who has better odds to win the national championship.
All right, fair enough. This is easy.
Okay. Yeah, this is a much easier way to do that. Let's go Navy
Mhm.
and Appalachian State. Navy and Appalachian State.
I
Who
love the
has
Mountaineers.
better odds to win the national
I was gonna
championship?
say I would think Appalachian State.
You are correct. Appalachian State they're at plus 100,000 to win
What
the
the fuck?
championship.
Damn.
Navy is off the board. You can't even bet on Navy anymore to win the national championship.
Damn.
Woo.
How dare they disrespect the soldiers like that? That's crazy.
Wow.
That's fucked up on Vegas. They defend our right to gamble, and you respect them like that?
They're off
fucking
the
crazy.
board, and Army is at plus 200,000.
Oh, but we respect the Army. We
Jesus.
respect. That's crazy. That's crazy. What about the Navy?
All right, Scott, how about this one? Arizona State or Coastal Carolina? Who's got better odds?
The Chocolatiers?
I mean, because Arizona State got into all them problems when Herm Edwards left, I'm guessing it's Coastal Carolina.
It is Coastal Carolina. Arizona State cannot participate. They've self-imposed a bowl
no.
ban.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
they
they're screwed.
They are off the board. Coastal Carolina at plus 100,000 to win the national title. You know what's amazing, Scott, as I've been compiling this? I think the entire MAC has been eliminated. I don't think you can bet on a MAC
What?
team to win the national
Oh, that's kind of sad. Damn. Maction ain't really Maction, huh?
No, Maction's Maction, bro. Maction is the Little Caesars of college football. I love
The
it.
goat.
I love it. It'll get.
I
Oh,
love
what
me
a
some Maction, too.
coincidence! I'm such a fucking smart person. The champion of the MAC plays in Little Caesar Bowl, I think.
That's true.
Bro, the Maction's so fucking great, especially when you're betting on like the Toledo over against fucking Ohio, Miami, Ohio, or whoever both of them. Fuck it. It's always rocking in Athens, bro. Ohio, not Georgia, obviously.
Scott, your boys, your team, your college football team, what would you put their odds at? The Colorado Buffaloes. What would you put their odds at? They are undefeated right now, 3-0. Just had a hard-fought win over Colorado State in a game that was extremely chippy. Some would say pretty dirty. What would you say? And we'll play Price is Right rules on this one. Where would you put Colorado's odds at a national championship?
Plus 12,000.
No, plus fucking 100,000 is the max. So plus 75,000.
Scott, you would have won if it wasn't Price is Right rules. It's plus 11,000.
Oh shit!
Damn,
That's not
I know.
bad.
You know what's funny? I almost said 10, and then I'm like, no, I'm gonna go a little bit higher because I think it's closer to that. But ooh, man, that's pretty solid. I'll take
They
that. I'll take
started
that.
off preseason at plus 30,000 odds, and then before the game against Colorado State had gone all the way down to plus 8,000 before. And then it was a close game against Colorado State. Travis Hunter obviously gets hurt in that game. He's going to miss 3 weeks. Clearly, Colorado's going to lose some games while he's gone, so their odds have shot up.
They're losing the next 3.
Yeah, there's no doubt, right? But Scott, I want to talk to you about Deion because this might be the most polarizing coach.
He's the story of football.
Yes, dude.
Of football, not college football. Of football, international football, professional football, collegiate football, peewee football, every football.
It's true,
Buffaloes
dude.
and Deion.
Like I've never seen anything overshadow like the entire game because right now it's bigger than the NFL for the time being. Like Deion has just totally taken over the conversation when it comes to football. It's incredible,
dude. Their fucking over under for this season was like 2.5.
Yeah,
they've done that.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking insane what they've done. Like it can't go understated. This has literally never been done before.
Okay, let's not even talk about their wins and losses. Look at what Deion has done to Boulder, Colorado.
Little Wayne
brought them out onto the field this past weekend.
Offset.
That's
key Glock.
Insane to me. It is insane to me. Like you have legit famous people that are flocking to Boulder, Colorado to watch the Colorado Buffaloes play the Colorado State Rams in fucking what in a game that ended up being the 5th highest ranked college football game in ESPN history. That is insane to me. Guys, I've never seen this happen before. Like I have never seen somebody be this influential on a sport this quickly. Like it is
dude,
absolutely wild.
I knew the Allen Iverson of football because I didn't get to watch Deion Sanders play. You know, everyone says like Allen Iverson. Yeah, he wasn't the GOAT, but he was the GOAT in terms of like culture and like.
I don't think he had that same influence. Like you had kids.
Yeah,
that
it was hard. It was different. I was gonna say it was different because Deion played defensive back. Like he didn't have the ball. Like if Deion had played quarterback or
even
like
receiver.
Yeah, I was gonna say even receiver or running back or something. Then maybe. But yeah, because AI had the ball in his hands on every play, it was different. But I mean, Deion brought a swag to like he was the only one doing what he did.
Oh my God.
In an era when nobody did that shit. And now like everybody does it. Like everybody's got their own fucking swag. Like it's no big deal when motherfuckers do it now. But back then, like nobody did that shit. Like Deion was cooler than fucking cool. He was one of those motherfuckers that did some shit that you're just like, I don't even know if that's cool, but fucking Deion's doing it. So like,
it's cool as
it's
fuck.
Gotta be cool. Yeah.
Except when he did the Florida State rap, that wasn't that cool.
Well, right, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
pretty
dude,
rough.
Here's how I was telling somebody the other day. I was like, Deion is so fucking cool, and I love Deion so much that he mostly self-identifies as a cowboy, and I hate the fucking Cowboys. But I love Deion so much, I don't even let that stain fucking like change my opinion of the man. Like we can share him. We can all. He was a Brave. He was a 49er. He played for the Ravens. Like, hey, Deion is all of us. Like, there's something for everybody in Deion if you want there to be. And all these fucking haters who are getting so pissed off because of how brash and how now. Like it's so wild to me though, because it's not like it's brand new. Like it'd be a different story if Deion was real conservative when he was a player and this just came out as like his coaching persona. But this is who he's always been. Like Deion has stayed true to himself his whole career, no matter what he's done.
Deion was on 60 Minutes this weekend.
The Colorado Buffaloes were on 60 Minutes.
That's how influential this man is. That
That's
60 Minutes was like,
insane,
we
man.
need to interview the guy who has changed college football. And like they asked him about, I don't know if you watched that interview, but they asked him about his first meeting with the Colorado players, where he came in and said, "I'm coming with my luggage, and it's Louis. So hop in that portal," like basically saying, "Get the fuck out. I don't need you. Like I'll bring in my own guys," which is where this all started. This is where all the Deion hate started, was that meeting where he's told these kids, jump in the portal, get out. We don't want you here. Because all of these OWGs were like, well, what about these kids who have made all these friends on the team, and they made all these friends on campus, and now he's just telling them,
you don't have friends when you only win 2 games. You don't have friends when you only win 1 game. You're just like the rest of us fucking taking bio class. You're a loser, buddy.
My favorite, dude, is they came up with the trope. They have to have like a trope, right? There's got to be the hater.
I'm so selfish.
There's got to be like the thing that they can hold up. And they came up with, what about the kids on the team who chose Colorado because that's where their dad played, and they wanted to play just like their dad. And then Deion comes in and says, this is an outrage. I can't believe this. How dare you do this to these children? They're children, for Christ's sake. And that's where it all started.
Wow.
And the best was in the interview, Deion said, they asked him about that meeting, and he was like, listen, the coaches won 1 game last year. He was like, who did those coaches recruit? The kids are just as to blame for that 1-win season as the coaches were.
Yeah.
Like, this fucking guy just said what we all say as fans. Like,
yes.
It sucks. Like, why is anybody hating on this? He's just like us. It's amazing.
That's what I don't understand. This is like he's coming in and saying what we're all thinking. He's doing how most of us act. Because let's be real, we act like assholes for much less. Like, I won my fantasy championship and I showed out. The fucking fantasy baseball championship. This motherfucker's out here playing playing with millions of dollars on the line between everything that goes on with college football. And I mean, why should he show out? Like, it's exactly how anybody else would act in said position. But oh no, because that's not the way it's always been done, and that's not the way that college should be. Okay. We gotta act butthurt and act like he's doing something foul. It's fucking stupid.
What pisses me off the most about the whole Deion thing is when like people are like, "Oh, this isn't college football." What exactly is college football?
That's
These people
absurd.
taking advantage of the fucking kids.
Yep.
We needed someone to like inject it again, and like what exactly is college football? It's like, oh, the tradition, the pageantry.
Yeah,
the pageantry of what, bro? Like every
But
institution
Scott,
does what they need to fucking do. Like I don't understand. Oh my, it pisses me off so much when people fucking say that shit, dude.
Is there some validity though to the notion that this can't sustain, right? Like Deion built this team completely through the transfer portal. He's got some great players. Isn't there something to, like, you can't just keep using the transfer portals. You have to recruit. You got to build up your bench. Like maybe these guys, maybe they're not putting it the right way, but isn't it possible that it's kind of true what they're saying? Like in all honesty, he hasn't really won yet. Like there hasn't been a big win. TCU, I guess you can call a big win because they were in the national championship game last year, but it's not the same TCU.
It's not the same team whatsoever. Not even
so
close. Chandler Morris fucking sucks.
They haven't won anything yet. And then they had a 20-point lead, they were a 20-point favorite, and they won in like double overtime against Colorado State.
Great game.
Is there something to the criticism, Scott, is what I want to know. Like, I know there's a lot of hate, but is there any validity to it?
No. No, dude, because you know why? This is why Oregon has 52 different fucking jersey combinations. You know why? Because there's fucking kids watching and are like, holy shit, look at that. That looks cool. I'm going to go there for no other reason. Do you know where Oregon is? Fuck no, but those jerseys are
Eugene.
cool. Dude, people are watching. Thank you. I know where Oregon is. I'm saying fucking
Just
kids
saying,
that
still
are
does.
choosing to go these snow bunnies. But anyway,
I
these
don't
kids.
fucking blame them. One time when I had Tinder back when I was at UT, I used the passport and I went to Eugene, Oregon. My brother in Christ, I was skiing down the fucking slopes, and I'm not talking about cocaine. God damn it! Oh my God, God, one day send me to Eugene, Oregon, please.
But anyway, like this is sustainable just off the principle that I mean, like if you're a kid and you're seeing this happen in real time, who the fuck doesn't want to go play for Deion right now? Like literally, like if I'm watching this and I'm like, holy shit, like how do I go play for that guy? He's shaking everything up. He's cool as fuck. Everything's blowing up around him. I want to go play for the guy. So yeah, maybe there'll be a little bit of a rocky transition. Like, okay, you get this initial boost, and maybe there's a little bit of a transition period that might not be, but dude, I'm telling you, I can't see how this doesn't last. Like wherever he goes or ends up long term, he's going to be able to get guys to come to play for him just because they look at him and are like, I don't give a shit about anything else. I want to play for that guy because he's cool as shit.
Do you think that's the knock against Deion right now is he hasn't established himself as I'm going to be at this place for an extended period of time? Like, or do you look at it as the kids might go, well, fuck it, I'll just transfer and go with him wherever he ends up going. Like, I'll commit to Colorado now, and then I'll just transfer to wherever he ends up, and we'll just bring the whole roster.
I don't think he's leaving till Shador leaves to the NFL.
I agree. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think he sticks with Shador, and then
Shador's fucking nasty too, bro. I don't use the word moxie that often. One, because I think it sounds kind of white, and then two, because like I rarely ever use it. But bro, the moxie that Shador has is fucking crazy, bro. He's fucking crazy.
That guy's really got that moxie.
Yeah, I don't use that word often for that exact reason. But dude, like he just like oozes confidence.
That young whippersnapper, he's chock full.
Like he's got like
might even have some spunk in him too. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I never say spunk, but
it all comes down to fear, dude. It all comes down to fear.
It's like DeAndre Hopkins when he fucking killed that guy on the field, and he was like, "I only fear God, homie." It's like that.
I mean, like people. The people the traditionalists and the college football purists, they see Deion as being this loud anti-establishment, completely different version of everything that college football
just a little spicy for me. That's all.
Yeah, like and they're like they're just afraid of it. Like they're afraid
of that. Sunglasses off. That's all I'm asking. I'm just asking you to take your sunglasses off.
They're like, they look and they see, oh shit, if a guy like Deion is able to do this in fucking Colorado, imagine if if one of these other fucking schools, imagine if one of our big time competitors decides they're going to fucking go that route. And overnight somebody comes in and it's not Deion, somebody else who's similar to Deion. Like, that's what they're fucking afraid of, and that's why they don't like it. They're scared. They're fucking scared, man. And they should be. They should be, because if you're Alabama, fucking Nick Saban can't compete with this, man. Like, now that they did, Nick Saban
does it the right way, okay?
Right, yeah, and he did it the right way. But the right way is over, motherfucker. Now, Nick Saban knew. He fucking knew that this is what it was going to be. He saw the writing on the wall. Nick Saban was smart enough to know, I don't want no transfer protocol. I don't want anything I don't want these kids having freedom. I want to make sure I can get them in and lock them up here. I have the advantage. I can keep all the talent. Now, with all this shit, and you got a guy coming in here who's like, fuck it. We'll just abuse the shit out of this transfer protocol. We'll take this team to wherever it needs to go, whoever's the highest bidder, whoever's got the most swag, whoever's popping the most, and overnight, we can put these motherfuckers in a microwave and make them a top 25 contender, if not better. Like, they're fucking scared of that shit.
You had asked.
You mentioned that, but Matt Barr with the correct point here. So you say all that, but
yeah.
Tiptoe around it. Say it, Scott.
I'm not even.
Why are they mad at him?
I'm not even trying to tiptoe around it, though. I'm saying it. Like, they're afraid of him because he's fucking black. Like, he's black, he's loud, he's proud, and it's working. Like,
That's
and
on
they're
like a
afraid
shirt at Target.
They're afraid that it's gonna work on a larger scale at a bigger university. Like they look at Colorado as like, oh shit, like that's just like the bottom of the barrel at the college level. If he can do that there, oh fuck. Oh, could you imagine if he brings this shit to the SEC at some place? Oh no, we can't have that. Like, hey, if he takes that shit to Ohio State, they might actually finally get over the hump. We can't have that. And God forbid, fucking shit. I mean, what if a school like Notre Dame was like, hey, fuck it. Hey, y'all, let's beat him to the punch. Let's beat him to the punch and go get a guy like fucking Deion. Like,
you're gonna need smart guys to go there. That'll never
Scott,
happen at Notre Dame.
Can I tell you that's why I'm upset about Deion Sanders and the success and the focus that he's getting, because prior to Deion getting hired at Colorado, Notre Dame had the cool black coach. And now we're second place. And
it's not even second place. It's
the cool black coach, and now we don't have it. We don't have the claim to fame.
Marcus Freeman looks like Colin Powell next to fucking Deion, bro.
You had asked about the validity.
He went from Obama to Colin Powell overnight. Marcus is like, God damn, I lost all my coolness. Oh shit.
It feels like overnight Marcus went from being like the cool dude to like guesting on Ben Shapiro's show. Like that's how it flipped on him by comparison when you're looking at Deion. But okay, so as great as it's been for Deion and all the hype and all the rappers showing out and people showing up and Colorado is cool again. They play Oregon this weekend. They play USC the weekend after that. And then they have Arizona State, Stanford, UCLA, Oregon State. So what happens?
They're going to go bowling.
Back losses. Like what happens? Hang on. I'm not. Yes, they probably will go bowling. They probably. I can see 6 wins. But what happens over the next 2 weeks when Oregon and USC stomp the shit out of them? Because they probably are. And that's not a knock on Deion. That's not a knock on Colorado. It's just right now, especially with Travis Hunter being out, the talent gap is still pretty wide. So do you think this is like kills the momentum and kills all the coolness factor if over the next 2 weekends Colorado gets absolutely destroyed? Or do you think they keep it close and that's just like moral victory, more fire on the...
There it is. I was gonna say, I was like, all the pressure's on those schools to beat the shit out of them, right? Like, if everybody's saying, "Oh, this is gonna happen," and they're down this guy, they're down that guy, and they don't have the firepower. If they even make it kind of interesting, it's a fucking win. Again, all they have to do is just show up. They don't have to go out there and blow. The pressure's not on them to blow anybody out. So, like, Deion just has to make sure that they don't look as bad as Colorado looked last year, right? Like that's the bar. The bar is what Colorado was last year. So anything over that is great. If they were picked to win 3 fucking games and they've already done that, he really doesn't have to do shit except for just keep on doing what they've been doing. Like if they come up short on the scoreboard, it doesn't matter as long as he keeps the momentum going with the program. He gonna be fine.
As long as the players keep playing for him and they show like effort.
Yep.
He's good because you got Bryce Underwood, who's the number 1 overall recruit in the 2025 cycle, scheduling a visit with Colorado.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. This is what happens.
Said not building the right way. No, he's going to eventually start building the more traditional way. And you had mentioned
but he's not even gonna have to try all that hard because again,
he's not because they're gonna come to him.
Yeah, they're gonna be falling over themselves to either transfer to him. Like there's kids watching at other programs right now that are like, shit, I got a year or 2 left. I gotta see. I wonder if Deion want me. I wonder if I can get in that Maserati. Like I'm trying to get over there with that Gucci shit. Like I don't have much time left. I want to see if I'm good enough to play for Deion. Like there's guys playing college football right now that will transfer that are better than the kids that some of those kids that he's got. But there will be plenty of kids coming up behind him that absolutely will want to play for Deion that otherwise never in their lives would they have thought they were going to Colorado. Like Colorado just shot to the top 5 of like all the top kids in the country's charts just because of fucking Deion.
Going 3-0 has given them such like a crazy amount of leash for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Because again, their fucking projection was 2-5. They win another. say they get blown out by Oregon and USC, right? Cool. I don't think that's going to deter any recruits from going to Colorado, because they've shown up and already done what some people thought was impossible and was win more than 2 games. Like, we're forgetting how the average difference of loss for Colorado last year was 29. 29 they lost on average. That's ridiculous. For the sheer fact that Deion's doing what he's done so far, he's cooking, and he's going to keep cooking. It doesn't matter how much they lose by these next 2 weeks. They'll be fine, because it's year one. Year one of a program that was trash.
We just need to make sure he does it the right way. That's all I'm asking for. Treat the kids with some respect, okay?
Yeah. Treat the kids with respect by fucking them and making them zero money.
Okay, never forget that. Student athletes, student first, okay? Are they getting an education? Is he making them men? Is he turning?
I went to
play
football.
That's all I care about. That's all I want out of my college football coach is, are you a leader of men? Okay, if you're not taking your sunglasses off, maybe you're not the kind of leader that should be molding young men. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it.
I also
it's just the way he comes
about
himself.
Just talk about that. Yeah, well, then I was just gonna say that
I could fucking shoot him if I could.
These guys challenging him too. Like, what? How stupid are these coaches? Like, these coaches
do they keep doing it?
Your coaches are the guys that go to the locker room and say, guys, don't give the other team any bulletin board material. And these motherfucking coaches have literally gone out of their way to give Deion and his players bulletin board material.
Did you see what Deion did before the game?
Ever seen, dude? Most absurd thing I've ever seen.
Did you see what Deion did before the game?
No,
where the Rock came out and then his mom. Deion brought his mom. And he was like, yeah, Jay Norvell's saying that my mom didn't treat me right. Well, here's my mom. And his mom was like, sometimes you just got to kick ass. So go kick ass. Imagine being a football player in that fucking locker room. Dude, I would have, oh my God, I would have gave myself a fucking concussion from how hyped I would have been.
Okay, listen, I'm just saying, do you really need to use your mom to motivate your team? Okay, like, I question.
Put on my theme music. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God, dude, it's so crazy. I'm so glad something's happening. Because if it wasn't for Deion,
we don't have time to talk baseball, but congrats to Adam Wainwright on his 200th win. Anyways, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. Whether or not we would bang them. Scott, what was in your mug? Would you bang your beer?
I finished my journey with Sam and Adam's full pack with Jacko, their pumpkin beer. It's Missionary Monday. It's fine. It's the most bland pumpkin beer you could possibly have. It's whatever.
Caesar, what do you got? Would you bang it?
I went to Mexico to celebrate our independence, and then I went to the mountains for Deion. I'd fuck them both.
Very nice. I went with Rally Cap to help the Reds secure a wild card spot. They're currently losing 7-0 to the Twins, so it did not work.
Hey, we still have a chance.
So, yes, keep the Rally Cap on.
We still have a chance.
Hey, man, I know how this is. I know how this is.
Look, if my Tecos almost went to Game 7 of the Serie de Campeonato, I believe in the Reds.
Yeah, well...
Tecos, even though we lost because we fucking choked.
Listen, if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that I'd be sitting here on September 19th and the Reds would be 1 win away from 80 wins on the season, I would have said you were fucking high. But here we are, 1 win away from 80. They've got a chance to be 500, which even if you don't make the wild card and you're 500, I'd be very happy about that. But I'm banging this beer. It's good. Rally Cap from Sonder Brewing. It's delicious. Fellas, what a show this was. For no prep, this was pretty damn good. Shout out to you, Scott. Well done putting this rundown together for us today.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Sometimes the shows just write themselves. I noticed that never happens in the offseason of football. Those are the ones we struggle on. But football usually gives us at least 2 or 3 big topics a week.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for hanging out, for sticking through that weird intro that happened. Appreciate you all chiming in and hitting us with all the comments. It's a delight to read them, even when I stumble over it. Be sure to follow the show at Crafty Sports on Twitter or X or whatever, and Instagram. Go join the Facebook group. There's tons of fun in there. All the people that you see commenting on the show, they're all in that group. Everybody's Crafty Sports. Go join that. Sub to the YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcast. That helps us out too.
Also, shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content there. Go hit them up and go sub, rate, and review to all of the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Media Network. Like our dudes over at 1420, Corner Booth Pod, Two Drunk Brothers, all kinds of great shows over there. Go hit them all up. We will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody.
If y'all ain't enjoying Prime, you can take your ass smack to Africa.
Sestinated.com plus 300 units. Promise, you'll make your money.
Now, why we got to go back down?
Hoops right now.